Hey YouTube, I'm Zakia and welcome back to my channel, you guys. As y'all can tell by the title below, today I'm about to give you guys some advice and answer some of your questions about online school and just, how to navigate through that. So make sure you guys go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And let's go ahead and get into this video. Alright you guys, so I'm also going to do my words by Z. I know I haven't been doing it recently, but I'm definitely about to start back doing it. So today's words by Z is to basically remember that healing is a process and everybody's process is going to look differently. So I feel like, especially for myself, I can be really hard on myself, and when things happen I'm like, girl, hurry up and get over it, like just move on. But I feel like it's also important to live in that pain for a moment, that way you never go back to it. And also just remember, like at the end you're going to be stronger, and don't rush the process, because I feel like if you try to rush the process, you won't heal from the situation. So definitely just take your time, continue to be positive, continue to uplift yourself, continue to tell yourself like, I'm going to get through this, I'm going to get through this, and eventually you will. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I really hope that that was helpful for someone. And now let's go ahead and get into this video. Alright y'all, so I'm definitely super excited for this video, because I'm like, y'all dropped some good questions. Like, I posted on Instagram, I was like, drop questions about online or just anything about fall 2020, and y'all actually came through. So thank you if you did drop a question. I'm gonna go ahead and pull those questions up so that I can answer those for y'all. So okay, here we go. So I'm gonna just go in order and answer them. If y'all end up needing me to go into more depth, y'all know I can just DM me or email me and I'll get back to you guys. So the first question says, are some people going back to Howard, or no one can go to campus as of right now? So from what I know, no one can go back to campus as of right now. I believe at first it was just freshmen and like seniors going back, but then they end up saying no one could go back. So that's what I know about the situation. They said, are they going to reinforce dress code via Zoom, such as no pajamas, durags, etc.? To be honest, I don't know. I don't think so, but I also feel like it depends on the professor. But I know last semester, y'all know we had like a couple of months where we did online. None of my professors was really tripping about what we had on. Also, I don't even think I had to turn my camera on for most of my classes. I don't think I never turned my camera on. So I don't feel like, they'll do that. But then again, I don't know, because this is a whole new semester. But like I said, it probably will vary according to the professor. The next one says, how do you feel about online classes your sophomore year? To be honest, y'all, I'm not feeling it at all. Like, I'm definitely not an online type of person. I did an online class in high school my junior year, and the way it was set up was basically like your assignments, your tests or whatever was already uploaded, and it was not like like you didn't have to go online with the professor. Basically you just had to go online, like watch videos and complete the test by the end of the semester. Like, it wasn't even like due dates type thing. And I didn't even like that, y'all. I would definitely prefer that over what we're doing. But like, I didn't even like that. To be honest, I'm just more of like an in-person type of person. And it helps me to get up and go to class and sit in the class and like see the teacher and sit with my peers and stuff. So I don't know. I'm not really feeling it, but they have to do what's safest for us. So I definitely understand it. And we just gonna have to push it through. Hopefully spring 2021, like, things will be back somewhat normal, but we can only hope for that. Okay, the next one says, how do you keep yourself on task and motivated? This was definitely a good one, and I'm gonna just keep it 100 with y'all. Those couple of months where we were online in school, y'all, I was not motivated at all. Like, I would literally wake up, sign into the class, and be in my bed. Sometimes I would fall back asleep, y'all. Sometimes I would literally not be paying attention at all. And I'm like, I cannot do this semester, because I feel like then teachers was giving us a more leeway, just because it was like this was at the spur of the moment, and everything was just crazy at that time. So I feel like teachers were a lot more understanding. But I feel like this semester is kind of like, y'all got a taste of it, y'all know what y'all doing, so get it together. So, but what I would say is, one, I'm definitely not going to be getting online in the bed, or you know, I'm going to try not to do that, because that's definitely not helpful. I'm gonna try to, you know, like get up, sit down with my computer and actually like be interactive, answer questions and things like that. I feel like it's okay to stay in your pajamas, but like as far as like, you know, get up, brush your hair, brush your face, y'all know what I mean, brush your teeth, wash your face, like just kind of try to create a routine for yourself. That way you can be in like school mode like we would be if we were on campus. I definitely feel like that will help. What else would I say? Maybe like converting a certain amount of time, you know, that you want to dedicate to school, because I feel like it's so easy to be at home and turn school off in your head. So maybe like every day, you know, set aside some time where you can do work and stuff. And to be honest, y'all, I feel like we can appreciate this time a little bit, just because, you know, we're at home doing school. So it's like, you know, you can get up, go to school, after maybe go back to sleep, you know, just depending on how you feel, go back to sleep and maybe wake up later and do your homework. But definitely make sure that y'all are tapping into your classes. But yeah, like I said, I feel like it'll just be really helpful if you create a routine for yourself and try to stick to that routine like a regular schedule. Okay, the next one. What are some changes made to keep the hard culture while doing online schooling? To be honest, I feel like the culture cannot be the same like it is on campus online, but definitely just make sure you're tapping into, you know, those Zoom calls they have for y'all. I know they did like Taste of Howard, and like different organizations are having Zoom calls and things like that. You know, just try to tap into those. Definitely, I guess, talking in group chats and things. I don't feel like it can be the same as it is on campus, but you know, they're definitely trying to still like host events and stuff like that online for y'all. So just, you know, try to tap into those. What are some advantages and disadvantages with online school? Okay, some advantages I would say is, I definitely feel like one advantage would be, you know, just being able to be at home and be online. I feel like, I don't know, because I don't even know, because I was gonna say being at home and then having the rest of the day to do what you want, but we would do that at school. So I can't really think of any advantages. I'm gonna circle back to that question later on, y'all, because I can't think of nothing right now. Okay, they said, will your school provide devices for those who don't have the devices they need for online? I don't know if the school directly is, but I'm pretty sure like organizations and things like that, you know, are raising money for students if they need help or assistance. But I also feel like it's some things you can apply for through the school. I don't know for certain, but I'm pretty sure it is. How do you develop a professional relationship with your professor? I would say emailing your professor, definitely. If you don't understand something, emailing them. I know a lot of professors still do like office hours, but like online basically. So tapping into those office hours. Of course, answering questions on the Zoom calls, because y'all gotta understand, like, it's also really challenging for them to be teaching online. And I know like last semester there would be times where our professors would be asking questions and stuff, and nobody would literally be answering. And I know that has to be stressful. So just, you know, participating, emailing them with concerns, tapping into office hours and things like that. And I definitely feel like, you know, that'll be how you can develop a good relationship with them. Okay, they said, how do you manage your schoolwork and YouTube channel consistently without falling behind? If I'm being honest with you, school always comes before YouTube. And so I'm gonna give you before quarantine, because as of right now, I haven't had school and I haven't been posting, like, silly me. But before, like when I was in school, I set days. So basically the way my schedule worked back when I was at school was like maybe Mondays and Wednesdays would probably be my long days, and Tuesdays and Thursdays would probably be the days where I got out of school early, and Fridays I probably got out of class early also. So Mondays and Wednesdays would be completely dedicated to school because I was in school late, and I usually would have a good amount of homework from those classes from those days. Tuesdays and Thursdays would probably be recording days, and then Fridays would probably be editing days. So I kind of feel like you just have to make it where it fits your schedule. So on the days where you're less busy, definitely prioritize your homework first, and after that then you want to film. I feel like getting the content is usually the hardest because you know you gotta find something to record, and then you gotta take that time to record it. Editing, like I'll probably like edit throughout the week, like anytime I have time. Like if we sit in class waiting for the professor, I'll sit in there and edit. So I feel like it's usually like finding that time to film, which you find the hardest to be. But definitely just kind of look at your schedule on the days where you have the lightest amount of classes. Those are the days that I would say to film. Also, something else I recommend, and I am starting to do this again because I definitely stopped. In my notes, I basically created like a checklist where I wrote down videos that I wanted to do. That definitely helps, so that, you know, anytime you get like free time or you find yourself not doing something, you can just look on that list and be like, oh, let me do this video. Instead of you having to think of something, it just takes a little bit more time. I definitely found that to be really helpful. So if you are doing YouTube, make sure you do that. Okay. She said, I will be working while taking classes. Do you recommend any study skills? So I definitely do. For me, for studying, I create flashcards. I have to, and I'm also like a paper type of person. So I can't do like Quizlet flashcards. I have to actually write out on note cards and study the note cards. But I find that to be the most helpful. Like throughout my entire high school and college career, I retain the information a lot faster when I do note cards. Like I could have a test tomorrow, because I'm also a procrastinator, y'all, I'm not gonna lie. I could have a test tomorrow and let's say have to learn 50 words. If I put those words on note cards and study them a good hour or two, and then take like another 15 minutes before the quiz, like I will be good, y'all. So I would definitely recommend like flashcards. I don't know, I feel like that helps a lot of people. If it doesn't, videos I also find to be helpful. So sometimes in my classes, when I'm not understanding the material, I go and look up videos on YouTube. That's always helpful. Videos on YouTube, flashcards, taking notes. Also, a lot of people say this helped them, but like just studying your notes after class, that way the material doesn't build up. Yeah, if you're talking about math, I would say practicing. So I give myself like practice questions. Like I would type in the concept on Google, find practice questions with the answers, practice them, and then check my answers. What else? I feel like that's pretty much it. Definitely like flashcards. And as far as math, like practice questions. If I don't understand it, I'll do a video. But also, like I said, just tapping into those office hours will definitely be helpful, because you can have the professor explain it to you, and they could probably give you practice worksheets and things like that. So I would definitely recommend that. How do you suggest getting involved in clubs? Okay, they said, how do you suggest getting involved in clubs and things like that virtually? This was a really good one, because I feel like this can be very challenging, and I know a lot of y'all had concerns with this because I've seen some of this in my DMs. But first, I would say if you guys went to Taste of Howard, you should have been paying attention to the organizations that you felt like you were interested in. And I would say, you know, get their social media and follow them, or, you know, just make sure you check on their social media, because a lot of organizations are still having like, you know, events or just little things you can participate in. So I feel like that's the first thing. You definitely, you know, want to check out the organization and kind of just, you know, tap into it a little bit. Also, if you want to know more about the organization, go to their website, look at the things they're doing and things like that. Hold on, let me make sure I answer the question. Okay, yeah, so just make sure you really just kind of want to be active in a way. So I would definitely recommend looking at their social media and things like that. And then if they have like events, because a lot of organizations do like community service, which is open to everyone, you know, definitely tap into that community service, get to know some of the members and things like that. I'm not really sure if any like organizations or clubs are, you know, like putting out applications right now. But if they are, then you definitely want to be following them, checking their website so you can know when that application rolls out. But in the meantime, I would say just, you know, looking at what they do, if they have any events, trying to participate. That's what I recommend. If you didn't go to Taste of Howard, text in y'all group chat, ask them what organizations. I'm sure you can also look it up and then, you know, do the research for yourself. Okay, this question had me dead. They said, you gonna be cheating or actually studying? Well, right now I am, as far as college, y'all, okay, I feel like high school was a whole different thing. As far as college, and especially like right now, sophomore year, I am taking a lot of film classes, which I actually need. So I do intend to actually study, but then again, y'all, we're not gonna take no L's. So, but I do intend to study. How do you stay motivated while doing school online at home? So yeah, like I said, last semester I really wasn't motivated at all. I'm not even gonna cap. I was really not engaged, like 0%. But that's what I'm saying, like I'm not able to sit in my bed and, you know, be focused in class, because if I just wake up, do what I gotta do and get back in the bed, more likely I'm going to fall asleep. So I am definitely thinking I'm going to, you know, create a routine. I need to start working out, like I said in one of my videos. So probably wake up, work out, you know, get dressed for class, and then actually sit down and do all my classes. I kind of want to, you know, get into the habit of that, and I feel like that'll help keep me motivated. But yeah, also, you know, since we are at home, I mean, it is quarantine, but I feel like just maybe that, like I said, taking walks or just going out, treating yourself will definitely help you stay motivated during this time. And, you know, stay in contact with your friends, check on them. One of my friends said she actually wants to do like Zoom calls where everybody studies and does their homework. So I feel like that'll keep us motivated. Even if we get on the call and we just start joking around, laughing and talking, I feel like that'll still keep the spirits up. So just little things like that, I feel like will definitely be helpful. They said, how do you feel personally about online school? So yeah, like I said, I'm not really feeling it. I'm not really an online person, but it's what's safest. So we just gotta, you know, make the best of it. I'm really hoping, y'all, that we will be back spring 2021. I'm really hoping for that. But yeah, we gotta make the best of it, y'all. It's the safest. So I mean, we can't even be mad for real. They said, are you guys going to stay in your dorms and do everything from your computer? So no, so as far, like I said, as far as I'm concerned, there's not really anyone on campus as far as students. So everybody's like at home, you know, doing online at home. They said no questions, just stay safe this semester, because I go away for school but gotta stay home due to COVID. Yeah, y'all, definitely make sure y'all are being safe, wearing your mask if you are going out, putting on that sanitizer every single time you walk out of somewhere, and, you know, still social distancing for sure. Definitely make sure y'all being safe. Okay, it said, is it all online or is it like 2 days class, the rest online? How do you feel about all of it? So no, everything is online for us. Like I said, no one is on campus. And yeah, I know I already answered this, but I just don't really feel a type of way. I kind of predicted it because they just want us to be safe. And y'all know, if we would have went back to school, y'all know, people would have been out at parties, like functions, linking up. Like, we haven't seen each other in months. So I definitely know this was the safest option. Okay, they said, was it hard to keep up with your assignments when y'all transitioned last spring? It was definitely challenging, but I can also say I appreciate the professors because they were not tripping. Like I said, everything was just like in panic and like at the last moment, at the last minute. So nobody was really like doing the most about stuff. Like if you turned your assignment in late, they would just be like, you know, make sure you get the assignment in. Also, y'all know we had the pass-fail option. So that took off a lot of stress because your GPA could stay the same, or basically, if y'all don't know what pass-fail meant, basically the actual grade didn't go in. Okay, let me explain it in my situation. First semester, I had a 4.0. Second semester, I ended up getting, I think, 4 A's and 1 B. But I ended up doing pass-fail for all of my, I ended up doing pass for all of my grades because I didn't know what my grades were gonna be. And since I ended up doing that, my GPA is still a 4.0. So basically, it makes it where that letter grade is just a pass and it doesn't affect your GPA, if that makes sense. So, yeah, I hope that made sense. I don't think I explained that the best way. But, yeah, that helped with the stress because you didn't have to stress about your GPA. Also, oh my God, I just lost my train of thought. Let me read the question again. Sorry, y'all. Oh yeah, I just don't think it was really challenging because the professors were really understanding. I don't feel like I had as many assignments either, to be honest. I feel like I had less work. That's cap. But they were still really understanding, so it wasn't as stressful. And with the pass-fail thing, that also helped with a lot of the pressure. But we don't have that this semester, so not that I know of. So we're gonna have to work for real. How do you feel about not going to, okay, I answered that. Organization tips. So I am really big on organization, and I'm gonna tell y'all what I do with my classes and what I did first semester and second semester. So me personally, I have to print out the syllabus. Like I told y'all, I am a paper, like I have to tangible, that's the word. I'm a tangible type of person, so I have to like print out the syllabus. Like I said, write stuff on note cards. Like I can't just have it on my computer. Little old school, but that's just me. So first thing I like to do is print out my syllabus and then look at all of the dates as far as like quizzes and tests. And then I put those dates into my agenda. I also have an agenda, like I said, little old school. And write everything in my agenda. And then when I get like assignments and stuff, I write it in my agenda. But that way, because the way college works is professors can remind you about assignments, but then again, they don't have to because it's in the syllabus. So you definitely want to make sure you have it written down for yourself. That way you know when stuff is coming up. Another thing is like on our syllabus, like you'll have assignments that might take a good bit of time to do, and you can get started on it as early as when you get the syllabus. So definitely, like I said, look over the syllabus. You don't have to print it out if you don't want to, but look over the syllabus, and I would definitely say put like the assignment dates, the quiz dates, and like the test dates in your calendar or somewhere that you can go back to look at, so that you know you can keep up with, you know, when you have assignments and things like that. What else would I say for organization? Also, I also take my professor's emails and office hours times and write those in my agendas too, so it's easy for me to flip to when I need to get into contact with them. But that's pretty much all I would say as far as online. Make sure, I will also say, do your work in Google Docs so that you're not stressing yourself out. If you ever lose something, you'll always be able to have that, you know, assignment. I would say do it in Google Docs and make sure that or save it into a Google Drive folder. One of the two, but you do not want to be losing your work at this time. Oh, one more thing that I do, anytime I submit something, I take a picture of it until I get the grade, because sometimes y'all stuff be messing up and I'm like, I don't have time for them to say my assignment was late or it didn't get submitted. So I always take a picture of like the submission and the time. So that's probably, those are some tips I would say as far as like organization, or like, you know, kind of how I go into my classes. Okay, they said, do you know how to fill out a course override form? So let me tap into this, bro. When you are making your schedule, because I think you're saying like if you can't get into a course, that's what I'm thinking. I hope that we're on the same page. But when you are trying to make your schedule and it's like a restriction on the class, that is literally one of the most annoying things, bro. We are here with it because it's like you just be trying to hurry up and get into the class before the class get full, and you can't get into it. But as far as I'm concerned, the way that you get into a class, if it's like a restriction or something, for SOC students, we end up having to get in contact with our counselor and ask her to remove the restriction, and she'll end up telling us like why is the restriction on there and if she can remove it. But that's pretty much what we have to do. They said, will you be staying on campus? No, I will not be staying on campus, y'all. We are not on campus right now at all. Okay, I'm gonna answer a couple more questions. Hold on. All right, y'all, so I'm going to answer 2 more questions. This is kind of one question, but a 2-in-1 question. But first it says, what's the cheapest way to purchase books? So let me tell y'all something. I messed myself up with this, bro, and people told me not to, but sometimes I have to learn stuff for myself. First semester, I went out and bought every single book on my syllabus. 1, for starters, every book was not used in all of my classes, and 2, eventually the PDF form of the book ends up being sent around in the class. So when second semester came, I learned, like, okay girl, maybe wait a week in the class, but eventually like somebody ends up getting the online version of it and sending it to everybody. Like, so clutch. But I wouldn't suggest buying the books really early. Most of the time professors don't use the books like the first week of class. So texting your group checks, ask if someone has the online version or the PDF. Also, ask your professors, because sometimes they do provide the PDF for the students. So yeah, I would not suggest going out and buying the book really early. I would not suggest that at all. And then they said, when should you purchase the books? And yeah, like I said, I do not suggest purchasing the books really early, because you usually don't use them within the first week, from my experience, and someone ends up having the PDF form of the book. So look up the book first, PDF, on Google, and see if they have that before you go out and buy the book. Don't be like me. But in the event that you do buy the book, well, I guess you can't do that now, because in the event that we did buy the book, I would go and rent them. Or you could rent them and then you have to take them back, or you could buy it and sell it back to the school and get you some money. But I guess we can't really do that no more. So just make sure you don't get the books as really early, unless you want to, but you know, try to find that free PDF online version first, okay? And this is the last question, but it said how to be successful with online. Like I said, I think the first thing is like finding a routine for yourself. Definitely get in the habit of waking up in the morning, going to class like it's a regular day. 2, if you need assistance or if you find yourself being confused and you don't want to, you know, ask questions while on the Zoom, email your professor, y'all. Email your professor, y'all. Email your professor. I found that to be so helpful. Like, even when I did dual enrollment, just when the professor sees like you're taking initiative, they're going to be more likely to help you, and you know, they're going to want to dedicate extra time, because mind you, they are, you know, offering extra time to you. They're going to be more willing to do that. So email your professor and explain the concerns you have. Definitely tap into their office hours, because I'm sure they're going to still have those. If you have, you know, any questions and things like that. Studying, find some really good studying habits. Like I said, I listed some of mine. Note cards, videos, studying your notes after class, study groups. You know, you can still do study groups with your friend, group FaceTime, y'all. Like, we can still do that type of stuff. What else would I say to be successful? You know, just kind of really get into the mindset like we are back in school, and that's really what I'm trying to get back into, because we have been out of school for months. But just putting yourself back into the mindset of like, we're back in school, we got to get back on grind mode, and you know, still take it seriously. And also, I would say fill out the class, because I feel like each professor is different. So, you know, try to fill out the class and, you know, then navigate it. But is that all the tips I have? Yeah, I feel like that's all the tips I have. Take notes during class, like have your Zoom call up with a Google Docs on the side. Take notes. Also, like I said, that syllabus thing that I do is very, very helpful, y'all. Like, I 100% recommend that. Read over your syllabus and put those dates in your calendar so that you do not be stressed out. I really do recommend that. And honestly, yeah, the last thing I would say is do not stress yourself out. Like, that should have been my words by Z. Like, everything is going to work itself out. If you are putting in the time, the effort, and the work, like, everything is going to work itself out. Do not stress yourself out, y'all. This is such a stressful time. Like, during this pandemic and people are getting sick and we're stuck at home and we're quarantining and we also have to go to school and we still got to pay for school and a lot of people have jobs. Like, this is a stressful time. Do not stress yourself out. I am telling y'all, do not do that. If you find yourself getting stressed out, take you a moment to the side, listen to some music, watch a funny video, scroll on Instagram. Like, do what you gotta do to get yourself out of that stressed out mindset, because that is not ever helpful, like, at all. But this basically concludes this video. I really hope that it was helpful for you guys. If y'all have some more questions, feel free to email me or DM me and I will get back to you guys with it. But thank you all so much for tuning in to my channel. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will be back with more videos. Oh, y'all, I forgot to do my post notification shout out. I be tripping, like, I'm like finna close the video out. Mind y'all, let's get into the time real quick though. Like, when y'all are asking me like how do I juggle school and stuff, like, you just gotta make time for it, bro. It's 1:30. We're making videos and I'm about to edit this tonight because I'm trying to drop it before we go back to school. So, you know, just, you gotta make time for what you want to make time for. But okay, post notification shout out. So today my post notification shout out goes to Asia Collins. So thank you so much for the support. I definitely appreciate it. If you guys want a post notification shout out, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and then comment done in the comments below, and I got you. But like I said, thank you all for tuning in, and make sure you stay tuned for more videos.